Hello and welcome back. I am Hekura and this is my Let's Play series of Europa Universalis 4 where I'm playing as England. The last video we started out, we were at war with France and we were really screwed, so I bribed them with Calais, with Normandy and with La Bourg down here to kind of get out of the war, which it wasn't perfect, of course. But we get to keep our provinces. We get to get out of the war so we can go to war with other countries. Then we went on to go to war with Scotland and made them our vassal. So that's nice. And we even got some extra ships from them. Let's send the whole fleet to Meath, whatever it's called. Now we only have the two. Oh, they were never sent to actually trade. Send. So they haven't actually been doing anything for all this time, which kind of sucks. But now they're working, and we're collecting 5.29 gold up here, which is nice. And since we just bumped down the cost of our armies and our navies, we are actually now making money. And we will be making even more once we fully reinforce the army. So let's just let the time go for a little while. Our diplomat has gone home from Scotland and from Leinster, since we don't need the claim here anymore. We might as well start up a claim here, since we want to take all of Ireland, so let's just get this started. And we want to go to war with these two countries pretty soon, probably. Just gonna consolidate our armies. Now we can actually move 16 guys at once, so we're gonna make a 16 stack here, take 2 of them, move that over here so we can get them over to Ireland, and we're gonna move the rest down here. And I think, yeah, so we're gonna attach the ship, get them over to Ireland, and I'm probably gonna move the little stack here back to England, just because we don't need that much. They don't only have 3,000 each. Oh, why did we leave one behind? I don't know. I'll just take one with us. That was strange. Okay, so before we go to war, I'm just gonna save up a little bit of money. As you probably saw, war isn't really that cheap, and oh, we got an heir. Let's see, we got an heir, Jane Lancaster, so it's a woman. She's not the best of heirs, but she's definitely better than what we got. 1 extra administrative fire, 3 extra diplomatic, and 3 extra military. So we want to get her to be king as fast as possible. Right now, unfortunately, she's a newborn, and she can only lead once she becomes 15. So that will be for a while, and if we die before that, we'll get a regency council, which is kind of bad. So we'll try to keep our king alive for now. So let's just start up and see if we can earn some money. Get ready for the next War. Also, we want to get our war exhaustion down. War exhaustion generates whenever you lose troops, and whenever one of your provinces are occupied. And war exhaustion gives lots of negative effects, like it makes a lot of stuff more expensive. It takes away morale from your armies. It increases revolt risk. It's all around bad. You can reduce it with diplomatic power. We don't want to do that. So we're just gonna wait until it goes down on its own by 0.1 every month. But then we will probably also have filled up our coffers for the next war. Let's go look at our technology while we wait. We start in the Western group, which is the best technology group. So we buy all of our technologies at just 100% price. And the price of a technology is normally 600. As you can see here, the base cost is 600, but since we got a university, we get a discount. We start with level 3 in each technology, like most other countries. We gained the conquest Castile against Connacht, so we already made that claim. Unfortunately, we can't start building a claim of Münster yet because we're not neighbors to them. But so that's nice. We can actually go to war with all 3 of these states now and conquer some islands, which will be really nice. Oh, but back to the missions, technologies. I mean, there are 2 kinds of technologies, as you might have guessed. Administrative technology is about running the country. It gives you different kinds of governments. Right now we are in a feudal monarchy, but once we get up our tech, we can get into first the administrative monarchy, the absolute monarchy, the constitutional monarchy, and the enlightened despotism, and finally the revolutionary empire. But that would be a long way off. We could also, if we were a republic, there would be levels up for that, and if we were a tribal, if we were a democracy, or tribal nation, I guess, there's different types there also. But the most important thing about administrative technology is it gives us our ideas, and it gives all the buildings in the game. So administrative technology is nice for getting ideas and for getting a lot of buildings, which will help out with our income. Diplomatic technology is all about trade and sea power. So diplomatic technology is what you'll need to get better ships. It also increases trade efficiency, trade range, naval maintenance. So once you get better ships, it also gets more expensive to keep up your navy. It increases your colonial range, so you can colonize farther away. It increases your morale, and it also gives some buildings that are related to trade. These buildings are mostly related to production and tax. The final technology is my military technology, and it's all about ground combat. Here you get upgrades for your infantry, your cavalry, and later on you will start getting artillery as well. And also the base values of your infantry and other types are modified. And when we get up into the different technology levels, we will get extra modifiers. We'll also get maneuver, which will help us move faster, catch the enemy. We'll get tactics, which helps in the normal combats. We get combat width, which helps with again, it helps in combat. We have morale, which keep us longer in combat. Supply limits. I don't actually know what that's all about. And then buildings, which again, buildings that has to do with ground combat. So it gives, it's basically it improves your manpower and makes you build units faster, and also the upgrades for your fortresses are in here. So yeah, what what we really want to be focusing on right now is the national ideas, since we want to get our first idea. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to let time keep running. Oh, our diplomat has come back from Connacht. So now we have 17,000 men here. I'm doing something wrong. I'm gonna ship these back to London. Maybe I should move some down to France. I think I'm gonna combine these, and then I'm gonna make a 15,000 stack here also. And then I'm gonna take these last units and I'm gonna move them down here to Gaston, just in case we get some rebels down there. They won't be able to help if we're in a war with France, but let's hope we don't get into that. That would be bad. So let's go over here. Let's check out if we get rid of the war exhaustion yet. Not quite. So it's just gonna be a waiting game. I don't want to go into the war with war exhaustion already there. It will be short wars, but the only way to get rid of war exhaustion is to be at peace. In the old game, Europa Universalis 3, you could actually be in a war and still get rid of war exhaustion, because war exhaustion was reduced because of your rulers' skill levels, but it's not the case in this game. So the only ways of getting rid of it is either being at peace or using diplomatic power, and I really don't want to use any of my monarch points for anything else than technology, ideas, and then course. When I do attack these Irish states, take over the land, I won't have any cause there. I don't think so. Oh yeah, no, that's a claim. I won't have any cause there. So once I do take over the countries, there will be some overextension, because I don't actually. It's not part of my country. I'm just kind of occupying it. So I have to spend administrative point to build a core there. So that it will become part of my country. And if you don't do that, we'll get overextension, which you can see right here, and it will give a lot of penalties. We can't see them right now because we don't have any overextension, but we can look at that later. We got an event: Death of a Merchant. One of the greatest and richest men in England has died without an heir. He was a well-known patriot of religion and the arts. So we can either say the state needs the money, we'll get some ducats, a lot of them actually, or we can get a character, but we don't need a theologian, artist, or philosopher right now, so we just gonna take the money and run. So let's get time back on. So yeah, just waiting. We can check out our trade while we're waiting. Right now we're taking out almost 6 ducats each month from trade, which is actually it's pretty nice. Almost 2/3 of our tax actually. We can boost our tax by boosting our stability, but that costs administrative points. And I don't really want to use them for that just yet. I want to get to my national idea. Then maybe later on, if we don't need administrative technology that much, we're gonna boost it. It will also help out with things like trade and with revolts and stuff like that. But we don't have any need for it right now. I'd much rather use the administrative points for taking over Ireland and for using it on technology. So we soon are rid of this war exhaustion. We could look at the ideas while we wait. So first of all, we have the English national ideas here, which meant that right off the bat we have 5% extra trade efficiency and 0.25 extra naval morale. And once we get all of these ideas, that's actually 3 full idea groups, we will also get 100% extra efficiency on our embargoes. And just to explain what that is, if we go to our trade point here, we can see that in the trade node there is 4 other countries. If we wanted to, we could embargo them, try to make sure that they don't take as much money from the trade node. And if we had that idea, we would be even better. We can actually just to demonstrate. Münster here will like to embargo you, so we'll just take off that. So now you can see suddenly Münster's trade power fell drastically because we embargoed them. Actually, we took 30.8% of their trade power just by embargoing them. And if we had that special idea, it would be, I guess, the double. But the cost of embargoing is we lose trade efficiency. So overall, we actually lose money by doing this. But we can do something to get rid of this. If you see how we can set rivals. Right now, Castile and Burgundy has set us as rivals, which is why they're shown up here. But we can choose up to 3 of our own. Choosing a rival will cost 10 diplomatic power, but it will take away the penalty for embargoing, and it will make it easier for us to get missions, to get Münster and stuff like that. So clear Münster. So now we set them as rival, and bang, our trade efficiency is back up. So that's nice. Diplomat has gone home. Still a while to go with the war exhaustion. I think maybe we should actually... we should just go to war. Oh, we lost this. Oh. Then we'll have to fabricate a claim here too. So let's go to war with Leinster actually. I don't want to wait anymore. Let's bump up our army maintenance. They don't have much of a fleet, so we don't need to bump that up. Actually, we can put that all way down. Fleet maintenance also affects your trade power from your light ships. So you might say, hey, aren't you losing a lot of money by bumping this down? Technically I might, but at this point I'm not making enough trade to actually lose that much. So it's actually cheaper for me to have the fleet maintenance totally down, as long as I'm not gonna be in any naval combats. And all I need to do in order to win over Leinster is complicate this port. They don't have any ships, so I won't get into any combats. They are allied with Tyrone. Oh, so I will get to go to war with Tyrone actually. Nice. Let's just get our morale up. It will be boosted by 0.66 each month. Oh, that's enough. Leinster, guess what? We're gonna conquer you. Just gonna set our troops down there. Oh, let's get speed down. We won that instantly. Hugely outnumbered them. And all Tyrone joined the war right away, so let's go beat them up too. And let's attach a siege, no, not a siege, a blockade to send up there. I think the port is here. Yeah, it's there. And we won the battle too, so let's go occupy Ulster. I don't know if you noticed, but there's this annoying thing that if you pause right after a battle, you won't be able to move the troops until you unpause, which can be really annoying sometimes. So there's a event here. Support the Florentine score. Because of our relative nobility, we are in a position to support the Italian artists in the Florentine school. Being perceived as patrons of international art will definitely help our propaganda efforts. Oh, of course, we shall have our support. That will cost of administrative power, diplomatic power, and 100 gold for mere 4 prestige for 10 years. It would be a lot of prestige, but I think we'll be pretty much capped out just from taking over Ireland, and we'll only lose 5 prestige by saying no, so no, we don't want to give you any money. And here you can see, again, the siege, we have, oh, Tyrone wanna peace out already, but they wanna just, hey, will you take our money? Nope, we're gonna take your province. We get this low maintenance flag because we have low fleet maintenance. I know that, but we don't need to pay them, so we're just gonna ignore that. You can right click to make it go away. If you shift right click, you'll make it go away forever, but then it will appear over here in this sidebar where you can click it on again. If you just right click it, then if something changes, for example, we have this because we have claims in Leinster and Conau. If we right click this off, then if you get a new claim, or if one of those claims goes away, it will come back. Oh, the siege down here in Leinster is going really nice. Oh, I can see we got a lot of papal influence now. So let's invest some of that. We can either invest in Billing, Göhler, or von Prenzlau. We're gonna take the youngest one. So we invested 41 points in him for our papal influence. And I think we're just gonna invest all we can in him, so we make sure. One annoying thing is we don't get any message if someone else outbids us. So now we've bid on this guy, and then someone else can come and pay more points, and then they will take over. But I won't know. There was no message telling me this. I have to go manually down here and check this out once in a while just to make sure that I'm not wasting my points because someone else outbid me and I had extra points to spare. So that's really annoying. I hope they change that in the patch. That's really nice just to get an. You don't have to get one every time someone buys one, but just get a message that says that someone outbid you on one of your cardinals. That would be really nice. So if any Paradox employees are watching this, just write that down. Let's go up to speed 4. We're just waiting for these sieges to finish. No, we don't want to peace from you. The same thing, when you give peace offers, if you right-click them, you just say no. Also, if they sort of hang out here, after a certain time, they will auto decline also. And it's so nice to see our little ships just patrolling around. Just getting our trade up, earning us money. So that's another nice thing. As we saw earlier, our current trade zone is comprised only of England and Ireland. So once we get all the Irish states, we will have all the trade power in this node, and we will be able to just disregard this trade node altogether, and maybe we can go out to the North Sea here and try to get some of that trade down to London instead of having a, because in your own trade node you can always collect trade even if you don't have a merchant. The merchant only gives 2 points of trade power, so that's really not enough. But we got this event, Wave of Obscurantism. As a typical response to different kinds of problems, obscurantism was a frequent behavior in most nations at least until the Age of Enlightenment arose, in the most advanced Western nations of the European continent. Knowledge is power. We get obscurantism until 1st of February 52, which is 2 years, for our external revolve risk, or we can ignore it and lose prestige. We don't. So the revolve risk is no problem. We have armies to deal with that. In fact, I don't really. This is the revolved map, and all my areas are still green. I don't think actually we have any revolve. We can see that if we go into this stability and expansion. If we have any kind of rebels brewing, we'll see them here, and we will also get like sort of buttons here that you can see how we can deal with it. But since there's no problem now, we can actually. Oh, now it popped up. We got this revolves possible flag here because we are. Oh, it didn't come here. No. But we do have revolves possible here in Leinster. I wonder why you can't see that. Let's gather the army up here. Now I could peace out with Leinster right now and annex him, but since he is the leader of the war, once I do that, the war will be over. So what I want to do is I want to take over Ulster, then I want to peace out with them separately, wait, and then peace out with them. Then I can annex both countries. But we just gotta wait for this siege to be over. A lot of these kind of grand strategy games is just waiting, and then at other times you're doing so much at one time that you just have to constantly pause and go around, and especially later if you're colonizing and you're at war and you're exploring and you just have 1,000 things going on. So it's one of the things that I think makes this kind of games really interesting, that it's never the same experience. Also, each country is very different in what you actually get into. England, there's a lot of war up here on the islands, not so much in the big of Europe. The same with Portugal. You don't really get to go to war. We don't get to war as Portugal. You don't go to war much in Europe because you can't really beat Castile, and then there's really you can't just go out here and go to war because you got to be near them. So you might go a little bit to war in Morocco, but most of your game, at least early on, would just be trying to colonize the Americas. But we got the siege, so now we can sue for peace. We want a full annexation, and because this wasn't a part of the deal, it gets really expensive. We have to pay 25 diplomatic power. We get 30 aggressive expansion, which you can see here it pisses off all the other countries near me, but the important ones, the ones on the mainland, they really just don't get that big of a modifier. I do get 16% overextension, but that's alright. I'll just core it. Send demand. And they accept it. And now I can... actually you can also just right click here and you'll get right into it. Full annexation again. Again we got aggressive expansion. And more overextension. But send demand. Oh, nice. And we got the mission. We can get oh, that's just... claim our rival's province, Münster. So this is just... we're already kind of doing this, I think. No. We have a claim on Konau, but now we have a mission to get a claim on Münster. And we were gonna do that anyway, so let's do that. Covert actions. I need a diplomat. And I'm gonna fabricate claims on Münster. Nice. So, The overextension bit they were talking about is the peace office. You can see that right here. And as I talked about, that's because we don't have any. We did have claims to this territory, but we don't have a core here. It's not part of our country. It's just right now we're just occupying it. But we can make it a core, make it a part of our country by spending administrative power. It costs quite a lot. I think the cost is based on its tax and some other stuff. I think it's more expensive because they were Catholic. It's much cheaper if you go and kind of take over the natives over in America. But we're gonna make cores out of both of them to get rid of the overextension. It gives some really bad modifiers, extra revolt rigs, extra stability cost, less trade, more expensive mercenaries, lots of stuff like that. So you want to get rid of that as fast as you can, even at the expense of technology. We've gotten some more. Yeah, see, Burgundy outbid us here. I didn't get any missions, and unfortunately I don't have enough influence to buy it back, but hopefully. But I need 30 points. That'll be a way off. But anyway, I think this has been a good war, and I think I'm gonna take a break, so thank you and see you in the next video.